Hello folks, this is HitmanVonDoom, and this is going to be a little bit of a different video. I have not gotten a chance to read through my Uncanny X-Men because I've been busy with school and finals, and right now I just thought I'd take a little bit of a break from studying, because it's my last final, woohoo! And I thought, what the hell, I'd show off what I had, my Super Nintendo games that I have. These are all in bulk, right here. And I just thought, what the hell, I'd just show this off. I mean, I was planning on doing it anyway soon, but I just thought, let's do a little bit of another different video. Instead of a comic book video, let's do a video game video. Not me doing a let's play, just me showing off what I have. Alright, let's go. For the first game, I have Mario is Missing, folks. Oh, it's a nasty little glare there. And that's better. There we go. Mario is Missing, folks. This game absolutely sucks. Yeah, it's educational. Education and games don't mix. Nah. I was disappointed when I bought that as a kid. This one right here, you can't see it because there's a lot of whiteout, but it's the Bulls versus the Blazers in the NBA playoffs. That's the title of the game, I kid you not. Not a very great game either. It's decent. You have Michael Jordan in this one. The Bulls were running wild. But other than that, nothing special. My next game, Yoshi Safari. And if you're wondering what you need to play this, you need that Super Scope to play this. I don't know why I have this, or why I even bought it. But yeah, you need the Super Scope to play this. So this is another one. Yoshi Safari. My other game, Tasmania. And folks, don't get this game either. Yep, don't get this game either, folks. Tasmania was not a very good game. You just pretty much run, eat something, and you have to try to capture some things and eat them. And the ending is not even worse the difficulty of the game. Yep, Tasmania, folks. The other game that I have was... Oh, no. No. Aladdin. Disney's Aladdin for the Super NES. Solid game. But in my opinion, it's definitely not as good as the Sega Genesis that I did a Let's Play on. The Sega Genesis game, I did a Let's Play on that. It's definitely not as good as the Sega Genesis version, that's for sure. But still pretty good. And whenever you see Capcom on an old school game, you know they do a pretty good job. The next game was Beavis and Butthead. Right here. This is a game that is ungodly difficult, I guess. It's not bad, but it's just so difficult to play through this. I beat it once, but man. I mean, it is just... The difficulty on this is ridiculous. Yep. Next one. Oh, look. NCAA basketball. Yeah, that's pretty much it. NCAA basketball, folks. Nothing really to say. This game's not that special, like, at all. So, yep. My next game that I have, NBA Showdown. And look, it's got the sleeve to protect it, too. But NBA Showdown, right there. And again, this is another game that, like, none of these basketball games are anything special. It's an old sports game, whatever, but what the hell, it's part in there. And from one sports game to another, NBA Live 95. Pretty solid game, if I do say so. It's pretty solid, a pretty good basketball game for its time. So no complaints here. My other game, and you're gonna laugh when you see this. Oh, Shaq Fu. Ooh, God. This game is infamous for the horribleness that it is. It is a terrible game. I think there's actually a website dedicated to destroying every cartridge that man ever created. And if I could mail this in and knew where it was to destroy it, I would. Trust me, it's terrible. God, it just reminds me of the time that my dumb brother traded his game for a WWE wrestling game. Moron. That's my brother, folks, who did that, not me. Yep, next one, Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy Vdiot. It's a pretty solid game. THQ typically makes pretty good games. If you don't know THQ, they made WWF No Mercy for the N64. It's a pretty decent game too. Next one, Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man. And the funny thing about this is you can actually have 2 players too. You can actually have Mr. Pac-Man or Pac-Man in there too. So that's pretty funny. And it tells you how they met and all the other good stuff. But it's actually a multiplayer game, believe it or not. Next game, Captain America and the Avengers. And folks, I'm not just doing that because the Avengers movie is coming out. Although it's great timing. The Avengers movie is coming out, Captain America. I just had to show this, right? And, you know, it's a beat-em-up game, but it is one of the most difficult beat-em-up games you'll ever play. I mean, I'm talking fist through wall frustrating. It's just, you know, when I remember buying this, and I thought it was going to be a great beat-em-up game, but man, God, the difficulty is just unbearable. Yep, Captain America and the Avengers. Another game, where is it? That I had was Spawn. Spawn by Acclaim. As those of you Spawn, he did come out with a game. It's a decent game. It's by no means great. But it gets the job done, I guess, so to speak. Kind of like John Cena. He isn't a great wrestler, but he gets the job done. That's kind of what this game is. Not great, but it gets the job done. You know, that's pretty much it. Spawn. What else is there? There's Killer Instinct. This was actually, I think, one of the first games that I ever had for Super Nintendo that I ever had. That I think it came with it or something. But this was the first game that I ever had. Killer Instinct. I have great memories of this. Can do the fatality when his guy turns into a morph. It's a very great fighting game, folks. Killer Instinct. My next game, X-Men. Mutant Apocalypse. This is another really great X-Men game. The only downside is it's not multiplayer. It's not a multiplayer game, but it's a very, very good game. Very good. A little short in my opinion, but still very good. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. My next game that I have, Earthworm Jim 2. Earthworm Jim 2. This is another game that is pretty solid. It's a really good game too. You know, I was a fan of Earthworm Jim growing up. Pretty cool game and stuff like that. So Earthworm Jim. And I just realized there's another thing game that right there, it's Bugs Bunny Burst Loose. Tiny Toons Buster Burst Loose or something like that. It's another game that's pretty solid as well. A nice platformer made by Konami. And it's not in my pile, it's still in my cartridge thing because the reason I have it in the Super Nintendo is because the little thing won't close, so I just so the dust doesn't get in there. But yeah. And let's see. Stanley Cup. A hockey game. A pretty good hockey game in my opinion too. A very, very fun, very gratifying. And if you know how to spam, there's a way you could spam scoring a goal that I know. And once you do that, it's super easy too. Stanley Cup. Another one that I have. Return of the Jedi. Star Wars. Super Star Wars. Return of the Jedi. A pretty solid game too. I love it. You get to play as Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. You get to play as Leia. Leia in 2 versions. One in a battle suit and one in like her sex slave to Jabba the Hutt. You get to play as Chewbacca and you get to play as Luke. Pretty solid game. Oh, and you actually get to play as not a Wookiee, what were those annoying little furry things called? I don't know what they're called. Those annoying little furry things that dance around. Those guys. So, yep. Return of the Jedi. What else is there? And Goof Troop. I have Disney's Goof Troop. It's another game that I have. It's actually a pretty solid game. It's multiplayer, but I was surprised how solid this game was. It's puzzle solving. It's a lot of puzzle solving, but it's really, really satisfying. Especially if you have 2 players, it's pretty fun. It's not a beat 'em up, it's a different type of multiplayer game, but still very gratifying to play. Let's see, what else is there? Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Another really great fighting game as well, folks. Really great fighting game. I think I pretty much beat it with everybody here. Yep, fighting game. What else is there? Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. This one is, the gaming style is similar to that X-Men game that I showed you. It's very similar. The only difference is you get to play as Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hawk, Captain America, and Wolverine again. And you get to use the gems to power up, to have different power-ups. So, yeah, pretty good game. And for those of you, I'm kind of a comic book nerd, this has to do with the Infinity Gauntlet and stuff like that. My next game, Battletoads and Battlemania. Battletoads, folks, another really great, solid two-player game. But of course, if you play Battletoads for the Nintendo, you'll know that this game is one tough SOB. One tough SOB to beat. I don't know any cheat codes, but nonetheless, it's a pretty fun beat-em-up game. I'll say that. Another game. Yep, it's a little ripped, but let me put it up there. Separation Anxiety, if you can read that. It's Separation Anxiety. It's a Spider-Man Venom, and it's like a classic two-player beat-em-up, and it's a pretty solid game as well. If you just want to sit back, you don't really care about the story, you just want to play a game where you get to beat the crap out of people, this is the game you pick. And since I'm a comic book nerd, I'm a Spider-Man fan, great game. I have great memories playing this all the time. And of course, it just wouldn't be a Super Nintendo collection without this game. Ninja Turtles in Time, folks. Ninja Turtles in Time. I mean, I don't think I need to say how great this game is. It's that self-explanatory. I mean, I played this game repeatedly, over and over when I was growing up. And you know what's funny thing about this too? It's missing a back. It's missing a back, but you see this little green thing right there, it didn't get ripped off, so it still works. It's pretty hilarious too. My next game, Super Mario All-Stars. Now, this is another great game. It has Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, and Super Mario Brothers The Lost Level. And I can safely say that I beat every single one of them, although that Lost Levels was a pain in the butt to beat. I'm telling you, like fist push, like, I'm telling you, fist through wall, frustrating. It's how difficult it was. And that's why it was called The Lost Levels, because no one would ever put that unrealistic goal of a hardness to... No one put that level of difficulty for the American version, I guess. Super Mario All-Stars. Next one. Of course, you gotta have this game if you have the Super Nintendo. Oh, and look, folks, those are all my football jerseys hanging up there, too. All my throwbacks, by the way. I did a video of that already. There's Super Mario World. And, yeah, I don't think... It's another game that's self-explanatory. I mean... The awesomeness of this game is, it's unreal. I mean, I did everything. I did this, I did the Star World, I did that special Hidden World too. All the Yoshis, you know, I know all the secrets to this. It's awesome. Mario World. And of course, because you have Super Mario World, you have to get the sequel. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2. There's another one that I have. In my opinion, it's not as good as Super Mario World, but it's still really darn good. And primarily, you play as Yoshi primarily, and the story of this is you're just trying to rescue Luigi, baby Luigi, and that's baby Mario. It's a pretty solid game too, so, yep. And it's like a different graphics. It's kind of more of a, I guess, animation, kitty graphics, but it's still pretty solid. Another classic game, Battletoads and Double Dragon. A classic beat-em-up game. I mean, you gotta remember, folks, these games came out in like the early 90s. And that was like the early 90s, then the mid-80s, the mid to late mid-80s to the early 90s. Those were some of the greatest beat-em-up games, arcades that ever were released. And this is no exception. A great, great game. Oh, I had fun playing this too growing up. From one beat-em-up to another, Final Fight 2 with this guy who's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Hager. And this is another very, very fun game to play. It's unlike the first part, which I have, but I couldn't find. I do have the first part, I just could not find it. It's Final Fight 2. I have Final Fight 1, but I couldn't find it somewhere. But Final Fight 2 is a very good game. And, you know what makes it really great is that it's multiplayer this time. Unlike the first Final Fight, you get to play with 2 players. Increases awesomeness, folks. And of course, Donkey Kong Country. I mean, how could you not have this without a Super Nintendo without Donkey Kong Country, folks? Great, great classic game. I mean, it's either graphically just sound. I mean, the different gameplay, just amazing. And of course, it was so great that I have the sequel as well, Donkey Kong Country 2. And in my opinion, this one is better than the first one. In my opinion, I mean, the soundtrack, the graphics are awesome, the levels are awesome, you could get some pretty great Easter eggs here. And in addition to this, it's like you get more, you can have more than one ending. You can have the fake out ending and the real ending, if you know what you're doing. And, I mean, the soundtrack is really great, too. So, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. And, of course, you gotta have this game as well. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the greatest Zelda game that I ever played. In my opinion, I played the original one. I played Wind Waker. I played Twilight Princess, which was also amazing. Gave this one a run for its money. I played the new one that came out, Skyward Sword. I never played the 64 Majora's Mask. So or the Majora's Mask, but if I played that, maybe it might change. But because I hear that's the best one, but this one, great game, Zelda. Of course, you gotta have this one too, Super Metroid, a really amazing game as well. You know, but the only problem is, like every Metroid game, though, you need to know where you're going. Because every Metroid game, you're pretty much like a chicken with your head cut off. You don't know where to go. But once you figure out where you're going, it's a great game, great story. I mean, it's just amazing. And, of course, we have this. Mega Man X2. Yep, I used to have the original Mega Man X. And I don't know, I think I got lost in a shuffle somewhere, but... And it has like this marker, but who cares? Mega Man X2, great. Every Mega Man game, except Mega Man Soccer, which, yeah, not great, but every Mega Man X game was really amazing. This is no exception. It's a great, great game. Numerous upgrades. You know, you get to repair Zero. It's just an amazing game. And I would love to give Mega Man X3, but that's really tough to find. And last, but certainly not least, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Amazing game. I mean, if you like role-playing games like Final Fantasy, and if you're a Mario fan, get this game. Play it on get a game, play it on an emulator, whatever. This is an amazing, amazing RPG game. Amazing. And that does it. So, those are my football jerseys right there. That's little Magneto. Say hello to him right there. Yep, football jerseys, and that was my Super Nintendo collection. Those are all the games that I have. Thanks for watching, people. Thanks for watching.